Hello, very good morning, folks. Welcome back to my channel. The card today, folks, looks very average, very mediocre. Even if you don't want to play today, it'd be a good idea actually. There are 4 or 5 good derbies coming this month, folks. All derby days are always a good card. Today's card, winner finding is extremely difficult on the surface form. I am not a great a believer of the surface form. If anybody looks good in the paddock, that is my expertise and that's what I do. It is called physicality handicapping. It's kind of new for most of you, but it is worth learning, folks. Believe me, I have tried all kinds of tricks. I have been in racing for more than 40 odd years. Out of that, 8-9 years is a very good race track, Santa Anita, California. And then one of the best trainer in the world, John Gosden, and one of the best assistant, Vincent O'Brien's son, Charles O'Brien. I know what I am talking about, folks. Just learn something, some skill, folks. This is a game of skills, you know. You need some skills to survive in this game for a long time. Otherwise, you'll be out before you blink. Anyways, going to the straight to the races, folks. Race number 1, a very bad Class 5B race to start the day off. Ideally, leave the damn race only. There's a horse called Ayur Tej, sort of comes into picture, and Sound of Echo. Sound of Echo could be a good place if the odds are generous, that is, for place. Otherwise, race is a very, very, very open kind of a thing. Race number 2, folks, Cupid Plate, Class 3, always competitive, 1200 meters race. All-time legend, just ran one lazy third with some apprentice, disinterested in the race at all. Today gets a AK, but he is a very lazy horse to get out of the gate, folks. So if he loses few lengths at the start, it could be a little problem in that sense that AK there, so it could make up though, but still, nonetheless, if it's a hot shot favorite, then everybody will blame AK for it. Miss Little Angel kind of ran okay races. Unsung Hero, lot of money came on that horse. He was kind of hanging and he was disinterested, sort of, I thought, in the race. He could be a good place bet in the second race, folks. Now going to the third race, folks, it's again 1400 meters for 5 years and over, who has not won race in some months and all. So always so-so horses running. General Atlantic has not been fully tried yet. I'm very sure they are going to try today. It could be a good small each way bet, small win, place very good if the odds are there, that is again. Miss Marvelous running okay races so far. We could be in the thick of the things. And Char gets AK. He also not that so reliable horse, but he could be in the money for sure. Race number 4, the best of the Gold Plate, 1400 meters, Class 4 race. Very, very average horses running, folks. If you leave this race, it'd be a good idea actually. Nucleus was a decent second, nothing great about it. If the intent of Jasbir Singh is there, then it could be a lot of money will come, and I don't know, Jasbir likes bigger odds and all that sort of thing. The Resurgence kind of can place, but it's a very difficult race. I'll decide in the paddock if somebody extraordinary looks in the paddock, or I'll leave that race. Race number 5, folks. Shazam is a very well confirmed racehorse. He was totally wrongly ridden last time, start to finish. That's not his style. He likes to come from little off the pace, lying third, fourth. Today gets a AK. I'm very sure Magan Singh has in mind a double from Shazam to last race, second last race, coming home. coming home as also a decent form. In Shazam, there are two apprentice boys riding Beauty on Parade and City Bliss. Both are decent horses. If Shazam odds are very even money or so, and Beauty on Parade place is even money, then maybe Beauty on Parade bet would be a better idea. You will see, I'll decide in the paddock as usual. Do folks, do tune in. A lot of people are joining, more than 100, 150 now. It's on the same link as this video you are watching. And you press the notification button. If you don't know how to press notification button, let me know. I'll send you the Google, or you can Google yourself. And you will always get a notification when I go in the paddock. Timing varies because one race is late, and especially if there are two stupid centers, it's a very big hassle to let you know the exact time. I do post saying I'm going online. Anyways, so Shazam, Beauty on Parade, City of Bliss, those three, the race should be among those three only. Next race, folks, it's again very so-so race. Vision of Rose kind of won impressively, now gets a little penalty. You can repeat, can and cannot, like that only. There's a horse called Unmatched in that race. He could be a good each way place bet if the odds again generous for odds, that is over even money or so. I have not seen the odds this morning, so I can't tell you. Race number 7, again a pathetic class 5B race, folks. Stay away from Good Tidings, let him win once. By this time, you know, if you count the money punters have lost, they could have bought this horse, Good Tidings. This guy belongs somewhere in Ooty or Chennai, some small center. He doesn't run two races alike, and we get all excited. He places second, third, and next time, oh yeah, abhi ye to jeetega, ye hoga, wo hoga. It doesn't. AK sticks with him is the only plus point. Otherwise, AK should have given up by now. He could have saved a lot of punters' money actually. It's not AK's fault. The horse is below average in my opinion. There is a horse called Space Time that can win or place. And there's a horse called Challenger in this. I look at Challenger closely in the paddock and decide if I want to put a tenner on it. But Class 5B, folks, big no. Class first race and this race, very pathetic, folks. You just stay away. Race number 8, folks. Sarojini Naidu played Class 4, 5 years and over again. Coming home as a good, decent form. Not too many horses come in the reckoning, except there's a horse called Explosive, was not tried. He looks always well. If he's on so-called quote-unquote job, he could be a good place. And there was Iceberry who won last time. The race should be among these three characters only. Anyways, all said and done, folks. I think the best thing to do today would be bet place money. I will definitely post some good place horses. Winner finding is finding a needle in the haystack. The form is pathetic. The horses are average. And you can't blame AK or anybody for that, because if the horse doesn't have it in him, what the hell AK can do, or what can any jockey do for that matter. Now, before I go, folks, I want to tell something about what is called info, quote-unquote info. Every day I get about 8 or 9 good info. This blah, 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 this blah, 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 ye hoga, wo hoga. Good info, reliable source, etc., etc. I listen. I don't discard it, but I don't follow, and I strongly would say just don't go blindly info. I have been a victim long time ago for this info business nonsense. The main reason I tell you is what? Let's say there is a trainer who likes this horse. Why? because some equipment change was done and he worked very well, and he thinks it's a good chance. Now the problem with it is he does not know the competition. You see, trainer's job is very busy, folks. Those of you who have not worked in the racetrack do not know how busy, especially if the trainer has 20, 30 horses. He has no time to look at other horses or watch other horses work out and etc. etc. Only in the paddock he can judge, and giving tips day before or 3 days before कि ये 3 दिन के बाद है ना ये घोड़ा भाग रहा है और घोड़ा हारेगा ही नहीं. It's all bullshit kind of thing. The best trainers, including my ex-boss Gordon, which we did not have punter owners. We had Aga Khan, Sheikh Mohammed, Sheikh Maktoum. They were not gamblers. But we also had Hollywood actor set who were very gambler, like Mahmood, Firoz Khan, equivalent of those. But Gordon would say, after the paddock, and these guys would get very nervous. Arey yaar, what is boss saying? What is boss? They used to bring money in the bag because no bookmakers are allowed. So in India, I do know of few good trainers who, including Pesi, Rehan, they also tell their big punters. All these have two coteries, folks. One is average, they just spread a rumor in the morning, and then they have very good punters who are big betters. And they tell after the paddock, folks, after the paddock. All bases, big gambles have been by the gate, folks. 4-1 horse suddenly will drop to 2-1 and he will win by 3 lengths. So there is a peculiar behavior of a horse by the gate. He doesn't have to get nervous, he doesn't have to sweat, his body language changes. Unfortunately, you guys don't have patience and it will come very late. But there is an alternative, which is my paddock live. You can come, folks. It will be a good idea because I do look at betting after that, then I type and then I post. It gets late, I can understand, but nothing else I can do about it. And you can come, it's free, folks, so don't have to worry about money part also. So good luck, folks. Gamble sensibly, gamble only, place bet, small win, 30% win, 70% place. You won't lose today. Damn good card, Derby days ahead, folks. Save the money. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Take care. Thanks for watching.